Hey, what's up guys? It's Mike with my friend Lindsay, and we got a cool video for you today. We're going to be talking about how to lose your love handles. Get rid of that muffin top. So Lindsay, let's kick us off. What's the first tip when it comes to losing love handles and getting that nice sleek waistline?
Well, the first tip is, unless if we're ultra lean, unless if we're already really ripped, we know that if we start doing certain oblique exercises, and those are exercises that are going to target this muscle right here, it's actually going to build that muscle up underneath your skin. Yeah. But for somebody who's ultra lean and ripped, that's great. You're going to see it come out from side to side.
Definitions will show.
Yeah. But for those of us who definitely have a little bit more fat, what it's actually going to do is it's going to bulge that fat out. So you need to really come up with a way to clear that fat off before you start having those muscles bulging out on the side. Otherwise, it's just going to look a little bit bigger for a while. It's going to make you look a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I remember when my body fat was too high and I'd work on it, and you don't see any definition, but then you feel like your waistline starts to expand and starts to get thicker. And even though you're stronger and you have more muscle, but with clothes on and without clothes, it still just looks puffier.
Right.
So.
Right. So, I really think the best thing to do is going to be in the beginning. You want to do some high intensity, even no weight exercises, and that's going to target some great fat burning. That in addition to, I really think the diet. Diet, wouldn't you say so? Yeah,
definitely. You want to concentrate on burning the fat. The diet will be it'll be majority of the results coming from, leaning up.
Yeah. So to go back over that, what we want to do is we want to keep a really clean diet combined with those high intensity exercises, and we want to break down that fat. We want to basically bring those abs out of hiding. They're sleeping right now. They're covered under some stuff. So let's clear that out, and then you can, when you get into your ultra lean mode, you can really start building up those oblique muscles, and you'll see them start cutting out from side to side, and it'll be beautiful.
Yeah. Alright, so the next tip is to lower your body fat low enough before you start doing any type of oblique exercises. So like we talked about, if you keep working on your obliques, you're just going to push that fat out. So make sure you drop your body fat low enough before starting any type of oblique exercises, working the muscle on the side.
Yeah, and Mike, in addition to those exercises, what's that expression that becomes all too familiar? Our abs, they're not always made with exercises. They're made in that kitchen. So probably the most important part of getting so shredded like this is going to be making sure you're on target with that diet, going back to what we said earlier. So get in the kitchen, prep your meals ahead of time. You want to avoid randomly grabbing different portions. So I live with a food scale. It's so weird, but you get very used to a process. I live with a food scale and I live with measuring cups. So every morning when I'm making that breakfast, I know that I need a cup of egg whites. So that, off the top of my head, that equals 4 egg whites. That's 20 grams of protein, and yes, I can spit that off just like that. In addition to a half cup of oats for my carbs. So I go through that. I've prepped those meals daily. It'll be never crashed. You're never going to go binge and eat all this random stuff. So you know exactly what's going in your body for nutrition and what's exporting out of your body with those high intensity workouts. And in the end, we're going to have some ripped abs.
And I used to try to measure foods too, and it's good to start off in the beginning because a lot of times you're kind of guessing on exactly how much to put. But once you do it for a little while, like Lindsay says, she knows it's 4 eggs, that equals a cup, and you can pretty much start to measure exactly like how much oats or how much of everything you need. I would definitely recommend something like measuring in the beginning. But then after you get used to it, you don't have to measure if you don't like to, but you should be able to kind of eye out exactly how much your portion sizes is. But she makes a really good point because portion size is such a big factor with dropping your fat.
Yes.